Okay, you guys, welcome back. I have the totally redesigned 2023 Kia Niro, and this is the electric, the fully EV Niro, and I've fallen in love with it a little bit this week. It's so fun and peppy, and it's like the perfect size. And although I feel like the body style is a little quirky, my neighbor walked over day 2 of it in the driveway and told me how beautiful he thought this car was. And I thought that was kind of funny because I don't really view this car as beautiful. I think it's fun and quirky, it's peppy, it's different, but beautiful is not how I would describe it. We get some really funky new daytime running lights on this new redesigned Niro. These are inspired by a heartbeat, and I think they look pretty cool as well. Let's see if there's a frunk. I haven't even checked yet. All right, I don't think so. This doesn't seem to want to open. Oh, it does open. Oh, there is. All right, let me show you. It's really small, but what I think is kind of cool is it's got this little elastic thingy to hold stuff down. I don't think you could fit much in there besides maybe some emergency stuff, maybe your portable charger, charging cable, I should say, not charger, but not a whole lot. But it does close. So that's what the Niro EV looks like under the hood. In addition to this unique front end, again, I'm going with unique and not beautiful, is the charging port on the front of the car, which is, I think I've only seen that on the GV70. And although I like that placement for a DC fast charge at a public station, I'm not sure I like it for my garage because I park in my driveway and I charge in my driveway overnight. And that is kind of inconvenient just because of the placement. But again, you would choose your EV based on your own lifestyle and your own parking charging situation. This is the unique, the silver and white is unique to the top trim, the limited, which is what this is. In the US, they have different names for the trims. I think it's wind and wave. So this would be the top wave trim. Here in Canada, this is the limited trim, and that silver and white pearl combo is exclusive to the limited trim. Again, quirky body style. Don't hate it. It's really unique. This pillar here has something unique too. This is actually for wind to pass through for aerodynamics. So not only is it cool and quirky to look at, it serves a function, aerodynamics. We also have that back spoiler up there for aerodynamics, and then a light bar up top there, which is pretty cool looking. We have some more heartbeat inspired tail lamps there, as you can see, and this top trim has a power lift gate. We have a fairly cavernous cargo area here, which is surprising on such a small SUV, but because of this drop, there's like a good probably half-foot lip there, that this is kind of a lot bigger in the cargo area than I would have expected. See, we have tethers for 3 car seats, of course, and latch systems for 2 in the back seats. All right, surprisingly spacious back seats. This is a leatherette, is not real leather, and this is the top trim. So you get cloth on the base trim. It moves its way up to a cloth and leatherette combo to this full leatherette. This is center armrest with cup holders. We don't get a pano sunroof, which is fine. We just have vents back here and USB-C chargers in the seat back, which is kind of a cool placement. I think that's really handy. We do have heated seats here in the top trim for the back 2 main seats. And then, although you can't see it, we have a household plug right here, which I think is a great spot for it for charging a laptop, or if you need to pull over and work, or you're working because you're charging in the car, or your passengers back here want a power outlet. This top trim also gets the Harman Kardon sound system, which I adore. It's so, so good. It also gets this giant floating piece of glass here with the two, your digital gauge cluster and your media system here. And it is a very good touch responsive Kia system. I will show it to you in a sec. It is wired Apple CarPlay. And this cool little panel here is multifunctional. Let me show you. All right, I love the placement of the start stop button. I love that it says EV on it. And then this little panel is what I was just talking about. It switches back and forth from climate to music. So this is climate. And if I switch it to climate, it'll stay on here for a sec and then revert back so that this becomes your volume button instead of your climate button. See that again, now it's a climate button. Now it's your volume button in it. And it automatically, if you go to climate, you change your temp or you go driver only because it's just me in the car, it'll switch back automatically, which I love because I tend to use the volume dial more often than the climate dial. As you can see, we have USB and USB-C. We do have a wireless charging pad there for this top trim, and then a really unique gear shift knob, which is just circular, heated and ventilated seats and a heated steering wheel. I love that I use auto hold in EVs, especially when I am in one pedal driving mode. And in this, you just tap the left pedal shifter and it turns on I pedal, which means essentially one pedal driving. And then here's your drive mode button right here. We get sport, normal, and eco. And I love the graphics. Excellent system. I love this Kia system. I've seen this and this in both the Sportage, the Telluride, and I'm forgetting one. Sportage, Telluride, oh, and EV6. So I'm getting used to this system, seen it a few times, really appreciate it. This car right now is 353 kilometers in range. Full is over 400 kilometers in range. And I've had no issues charging at home on a level 1 overnight. And the days that I drive a little bit more, I don't get a full charge overnight. But between my wacky schedule, which is in and out of the house, I've had no problem staying above about 80% this week, and then I'll have to have it back up to almost 100 before I drop it off. But I really appreciate this system. The wired Apple CarPlay is excellent. And of course we have all our settings in here that are very easy to adjust and change. Let's have a look at that backup camera. It's great. It's very nice and clear, and then we have sensors, but we don't have a 360 view, which I always prefer. All right, so just over 400 kilometers in range. This one is 201 horsepower and 188 pound-feet of torque, which is plenty for the size of this little compact SUV. It is peppy and quick, and it feels great to drive. I've really enjoyed the drive. I love EVs anyway, but when I get a little compact SUV, it's just, I feel like I'm just bombing around all over the place. It's just fun. I love the storage and it's comfortable. It has everything you need. It's not luxury, obviously, but it has everything you need. So the base Kia Niro EV starts just around just under 45,000 Canadian dollars. And this one's just under 53,000 Canadian dollars. This is the top trim. It has everything that you would want. And that is around 46,000 US dollars for this top trim. And as I mentioned, the trims are called different in the US and Canada. But that's the way I built it out on the website, and I think it's called the Wave trim, the US Wave trim for this top trim. So what do you think? Do you love this little Kia Niro? I think it's fun and it's cute and quirky looking, and it's really efficient. Like I said, I've been charging at home overnight on a level 1 without any issues, and that's what I want if I buy an EV. I want that efficiency. Leave me a question or a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.